And welcome back to the Ohio Only Challenge, where today we're going to continue on what is the best season we've had so far. 6-2 in season 3, looking pretty solid. I have had to play quite a bit more than what I normally have done in at least the California one and in the prior seasons to this, but it's feeling like a good season. Now, as you can probably tell with the backdrop, we are at the new place. We'll probably, I believe, have one more video actually tomorrow for the Cardinals, but it'll still be at the last place. But we're moving in, or have moved in now, to our new place. I don't know how much of an echo is going to come through the mic here. There's definitely an echo while I'm talking, so if you could hear that, I'm sorry. It is something that I'm working on, trying to find some things that we could put in here to help cancel out some of the reverb that's happening. So hopefully it's not coming through the mic too well. The mic also did take a little bit of a drop on the move, so hopefully the mic itself is also fine, but the only way we're going to find out is by recording some video. So hope you guys enjoy the new backdrop. No longer a bed or a living room. We actually have some sports gear back there, so makes a little bit more sense. But let's jump in here to the actual episode. Trying to get through, or we'll get through week 13 as we have a bye next week, week 10. The current week, week 9 against the Baltimore Ravens, is a big one. We played them, watched a good bit of it last episode, so I don't want to watch too much of this game this time. But once again, we are tied for first in the AFC North. We need to maintain that to get a nice spot in the playoffs. So, without further ado, let's jump into a bit of this game against Baltimore. Probably we'll watch a little bit of it, more of a quick sim this time around, but hopefully it goes in our favor. And we are gonna jump into some quick sim here, try to get through about a quarter at a time roughly. Through the first quarter, game still close, 7-0, at least get to the second half of this game. As Baltimore makes it a 10-0 game, we're struggling to get some points on the board, and we finally do before half, much needed, 17-7. So let's jump in here and watch the first possession of the second half. Coming out shotgun, 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Schillinger will have a short throw complete to Olave, gain of 5. 104 yards on the day for him, 9 of 14 through the air. And now on 2nd and 5, we'll come out with a under center formation, strong eye, be a handoff down the middle. Zeke looking for some room to run, will maybe get about a gain of 2. So on 3rd and short, we'll go back to the shotgun set. Looks like 2, maybe 3 receivers to the bottom. It will be a read option. Schillinger needed to turn up. Should have got the first. You know what we're doing. I'm jumping in. 4th and 1 at our own 31. It is very risky. Try to get them to jump, but they don't. Go down the middle, and there's just enough running room for us. Zeke will roll over and get the first down at the 35. Also want to apologize if you could hear any construction noises. The apartment building next to us is getting a new roof, so it's been quite loud, and what a great play there made by number 34. I believe they brought a safety blitz, and that was Josie Love in for his first carry. Had a great episode last episode, but not a great run there. It was a great call from Baltimore. Timed it up perfectly. Come out here, shotgun, tight shotgun set, 2 receivers up top. Schillinger take a step back, and quick pass dropped by Holiday. Bring up a 3rd and 14. Gonna need a good chunk here to get the first down, or at least make it a manageable 4th down. Schillinger will throw a screen pass. Zeke has some blockers. You hope he would have cut that to the left. At the 40-yard line, maybe we do go for it. Why not? Once again, we are fighting here for first place in the AFC North, so it's not just any other kind of game here. We're going to find Ruckert on the drag, and he's going to get about a gain of 10 for the first down to the 48. So far in this drive, needing a little bit of my intervention to keep things going, but if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. Shotgun handoff, Zeke down the middle, will push through. Solid rush there, gain of 5. You would wish he wouldn't have been as close to the defensive lineman who was being blocked when he ran by, but good play made by the D lineman. Schillinger sitting in the pocket, and will throw this one out. That same D lineman who got the tackle last play disrupted that one. 3rd and 5. Shotgun, 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 up top. Ruckert also at the bottom of the line. Will be another pass. Schillinger to the bottom of the screen. Wide open Olave down to about the 15 before being forced out of bounds by number 25. And now Schillinger will drop under center. In the red zone, bunch to the top, 1 lone receiver, Olave to the bottom. We'll pass up top, Ruckert will get the catch, turn up, and get about 6-7 yards. We'll actually mark it as a gain of 7. Down to the 7. So not too bad there. 10 pass plays, I think it said 10 pass, 20 rush, or maybe it was the opposite. Pass to the end zone, caught Garrett Wilson, touchdown. We'll at least narrow our deficit here with a made PAT would make it only down 3. And that PAT was good, so now down just 3. Josh Allen will take over. Josh Allen 1.0 will take over, and he will get the first down with a rush on that 3rd and 1, but we pick it off Jerome Baker. He's been solid for us this entire series, playing very well. I think he's close to a 90 now with how well he's played. Nice pass away from coverage there. Holiday gets the grab this time, getting us down to the 24 with a gain of 8. On 2nd and 2, we'll come out under center with 3 tight end set. Will be a play action rollout. Schillinger waiting, and that's going to be a sack fumble. Got to get rid of that, and you got to touch the guy, Zeke. Come on. Well, a great opportunity there to take our first lead. Lost because Schillinger just wouldn't throw the ball away. And just like that, Ravens taking back over on offense about to midfield, now past midfield with a 10-yard rush from Allen. Eckler will get a gain of 4, taking him to the 40. Another 4 yards there, this time Robert Woods, 3rd and 1, and Josh Allen rushes for the first down yet again. Eckler gets a gain of 6 inside the 30. Now inside the 25, inside the 20, almost inside the 15, as they continue to just march down the field at the 9. 1st and goal, minus 3-yard rush there. 2nd and goal, pass thrown away. Can we get a goal line stand? No, we can't. O.J. Howard, touchdown. Now down 10 points with just over 6 minutes left. Let's jump in here, have a drive with our offense. Try to see what we could put together. And right now, not much here. Let's just go ahead and throw this one away with the flag, most likely being a holding. And indeed it is on Taylor Decker. Definitely not what we need there to start a drive in which we need to get a touchdown. Gonna have Zeke go on a wheel. Garrett Wilson going deep, have some underneath routes open. Ruckert once again with a catch and a face mask, a blatant face mask by number 34. And that is on Isaiah Rodgers. That's one way to get out of a first down holding penalty. So we'll take over, or not really take over, but continue at the 33 following the face mask. Try to find something breaking open, but there's not much. Schillinger is going to need to step up, get what he can get, slide down, and we'll just keep going. Try to find a way around this Ravens defense. Try to set up a little bit of a screen pass. We saw it work well for the CPU. Zeke gets to the outside. Nice tackle by number 23. That is Lattimore. And on that first down following the first down, we are going to have Josie Love come out. And we're going to run a bit of a stretch. Not able to get by number 33. Good tackle by Asamoah. And definitely need to find a way into the end zone as soon as possible. Just over 4.5 or roughly 4.5 minutes left in this game. We're going to roll out, find Holiday, who fights for the first down. And I think I said just over. It's just under 4.5 minutes. Going to a bit of hurry up here. Now under 4 minutes left on the game clock. Zeke not able to get through the gap. Good job by the D lineman to collapse on that. We'll continue a bit with our hurry up here. We have Holiday on the outside to the right-hand side. One-on-one with Marshawn Lattimore. That's not the target we're looking for. Instead, Garrett Wilson to the 10 out of bounds, stopping the clock. Huge gain. And on 1st and goal. The offense was very much tired, so we brought out a heavy tight end set. Trying to find something, and we do have someone open. That's Olave in the end zone. Touchdown to once again narrow our deficit, but now we need our defense to make a stand. And let's see if they could get the job done. First time watching the defense this game. We are behind 3 points. We haven't really been able to see our defense get a stop. Well, just kidding. Jerome Baker, once again, he had the INT earlier. This time rips it out of, I believe it was Akers' hands. Picked up by sophomore safety Jonathan Sapp, and our offense has taken back over once again in enemy territory. Well, let's see if the CPU version, instead of me doing it, can take a lead here today. We've been trailing the entire game. Pass underneath Garrett Wilson for the first down to about the 12-yard line. They'll actually mark it at the 11. Thank you. Get a little extra yardage there. 1st and 10. Pistol formation. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Will be a quick pass and not going to find Ruckert. That pass about 2, maybe 3 yards behind him. And that's definitely the one kind of pass we've seen Schillinger struggle with, that quick stop or quick out route from the tight end. Just not hitting it very often. Schillinger here with a read option in open territory. He breaks the tackle and he's in. Josh Allen 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. 14 in the end zone to give us our first lead of the day. 27-24 with a made PAT would make it 24-28. 4-point difference means no field goal would tie the game. Jerome Baker has given this team life, and we have capitalized on it. Now we just need him and the rest of our defense to hold on to it. Josh Allen going to throw underneath here, going to find a wide open receiver, number 11, tackled by our number 11, gain of about 11. Might have been a gain of 12, but that would have ruined the 11 streak. Pistol formation here, but 2-minute warning hits. 28-24. Our first lead in this game. Can we hold on to it? Ravens will come out with a bunch up top, 1 lone receiver to the bottom. 2 minutes left on the clock, and they're going to go with the screen pass broken up. I believe that bounced off of one of the players' helmets. I couldn't quite see what team it was, but it bounced off a helmet. 2nd and 10, pass complete underneath to O.J. Howard. That's right. I was going to say Kyle Pitts, but I remember he's not on this team. Pass across the middle once again to O.J. Howard. First down, basically landing on the gigantic B. And then another one right to Howard again. Well, I think we know who they're targeting. If maybe we could get a stop on him, get some good coverage, that would be great. Empty set, pass right down the middle. Number 30 with the catch down to about the 19. Under 50 seconds left on the clock. All 3 timeouts remain for both teams. Josh Allen to the end zone, tackled just shy. And the first timeout called with about 30 seconds left. Ravens come out, twins to either side. Eckler in the backfield. Josh Allen with a pass to the top and overthrows Howard. 25 seconds remain. Pistol formation. Pistol strong eye formation, I should say. It looks like we made an audible, and there's gonna be a sack busted play there for the defense or the offense. Defense busted their play. That would be a better way there. I don't know if that was a late audible that did it. Another pass rush coming in, but they do find Howard caught. 4 seconds left. Another timeout. 1 timeout remains for the Ravens. 4th and game here. They will drop back. Quick pass across the middle. Caught. Touchdown. With 1 second remaining. And with that, the Ravens will take the lead. Only a 3-point lead, but with 1 second left, it's Hail Mary or nothing. And I really hope the CPU knows not to return this. The kick is out, and they kick it to where you have to return it. Josie Love looking for somewhere to go, but a flag comes down. We might have a free play. But the holding will be on us. That is game. And we came so close there to taking that game late, but the Ravens, they came back later, and they got the job done. Josh Allen 1.0 leads them down the field to score a touchdown with 1 second left. Unfortunately, we didn't have an opportunity to at least take a shot. Smart play by the kicker to not kick it into the end zone, force us to have to return a game-winning a game-winning kick return. Just wasn't in the cards. So now we will drop out of the first place in the AFC North. Should possibly still be above the Steelers, but we'll see after we sim this week. And just barely do we hold on to that second place in the AFC North with the Steelers winning last week. We're both now 6-3. It's a close race up top. The Ravens have been in the Super Bowl, I believe, last year and lost. The Steelers won the Super Bowl in the first season. Maybe now it's our turn to make it there and hopefully win. If we do, that would be the end of this series, technically. We'll continue on with more challenges, but it'll be the end of the Ohio only. But if we don't win, we obviously will have 2 more years, 4th season and 5th season. So to help us along there, let's go and do a little bit of some scouting. Being week 10, next week, obviously, week 11 means we have to choose our focus scout. So let's actually take a look and go to the correct menu page. So in terms of all of our options, it's been so long since I started this, I don't remember what all we have, but there's a 3 to 4 round tight end in Ramon Carroll, and we don't necessarily need a tight end. There is a round 1 projected left tackle in Melvin Douglas. He's 95% complete. I've chosen to have some guys who's been a 95% be a focus scout, and I don't get any information on him. So I don't know if we'll waste it on Melvin Gordon or use it on Melvin Gordon this time. We do know he has an injury problem, but A, awareness, A, impact block, A, lead block, with B, pass block and run block, A, run block power. Finesse, definitely not very good. He's definitely more of a power blocker with pass block power also being an A to a B. He seems very solid. He's definitely someone that we might target if we don't win the Super Bowl. Past him, we do have a round 1 Anton Knox, a left end out of Ohio State. Yeah, I remember there was 2 edge rushers and then 2 safeties, I believe, both from Ohio, or all 4 from Ohio State. Anton Knox, 65% scouted. He's someone that we could possibly then try to find the rest of the information on. We do know he is pretty one-dimensional, which is unfortunate. B, power moves, B, play rec and awareness, with C, block shed, and D, finesse moves. The other things might be fine, but as a D lineman, the big 3 are going to be finesse, power moves, and block shedding. Really only has 1. As a round 1, I would say no to that, but the limited amount of players that we have to potentially go after might sway our opinion a little bit. The other edge rush is Quan Kyle, 6'5", 270. He is 21 years old. He does have some speed, not great strength, and again, very one-dimensional. B, awareness and play rec like the other, with potential really good finesse moves, A to C. Maybe we do both of these edge rushers. Try to find out as much information as we can to find out which one we go after. As for the safety options, I would be interested in a strong safety, someone maybe to replace Von Bell. Give us an option at least. So the first one is Dylan Hill. He is a free safety, but he's a run support. He's 50% scouted as well. And with him, we see C for both the coverage, man and zone. Tackle is anywhere from a B to a D. A, hit power, and block shedding is A to a C. So yeah, I could definitely see some attributes of a strong safety with not fantastic speed nor acceleration. Doesn't fit what I look for as a free safety. And 6', 225 could definitely be a strong safety. So Dylan Hill, solid option. Someone we could also choose as a focus scout. The other option is actual listed strong safety, Stephen Farley. However, he's listed as a zone archetype. He has similar ish size. He's actually a little bit different, about 24 pounds lighter, but an inch taller. I believe he's also older. And he does not have much speed, but has some strength, change of direction, agility. So an interesting player here with less hit power. Who knows about the coverage ability? My zone at best would be the same as the other. Man coverage could be better with B, block shedding, and B, awareness. So I think what we would do here for our 3 focus scouts would be the 2 edge rushers and then probably Dylan Hill. He has some interesting attributes that I think I might like a little bit more than Stephen Farley. So those will be the first 3 focus scoutings that we'll choose in week 11. But one thing that we definitely should be getting started on early is re-signing, because we have a lot of players that we really need to make sure we re-sign. Garrett Wilson being on top of the list. Now, he doesn't have a whole lot of interest in re-signing, and that primarily goes down to he wants a warm weather state, which is not Ohio. Team has franchise quarterback. We do, but we don't have a quarterback with that tag. And close to home, he's from Texas. It's definitely not close to home. So we're going to have to pay pretty well. I think that is fairly reasonable for Garrett Wilson, and he's played extremely well. So we'll make that offer. But he thinks he could find a better team in free agency, or find a better team in free agency that will match this current offer. So we're going to have to up that. Sauce Gardner is another one who doesn't have a lot of interest, but we at least have the Super Bowl chase. So that fits fairly well. Again, he wants to have a franchise quarterback. We do, but just doesn't give us that. And a head coach with a historic record being good. We only have a win percentage of 37%, but drastically going up this year. Would be a pretty sizable deal here. 5 years, that would be 6.5 per season, which there's obviously players in the NFL that make a lot more than that, but he's going to want a deal closer to that. He's going to want more money. Pete Werner is one who actually is interested in staying with the team. Will be turning 27, so I think a 3-year deal would be pretty solid there. It'd be 3 years, $5 million a season, and that's a good offer for him. He will sign our first signing, I think, of the season. We might have actually signed someone earlier on, but I don't quite remember. And while Ruckert is not a very high overall, we've seen how well he's played out on the field. Will be turning 25. I think a four-year deal would be good. Again, not a lot of interest. Only thing that really matches his highest offer, and we have a good amount of money to move around. So we'll offer this base one, see how he likes it. And he's going to want more money because, again, those interests aren't being met. And in week 11, we'll be taking on the New York Giants, who are 2-7 on the season. I think this is a game that we can go ahead and sim through. Maybe also the Eagles week 12, we'll see. But week 13 is a game against the Steelers, which is now a very important game. And speaking of very important, the Ravens now have a 2-win advantage over us based off of win totals. Only 1 game difference in the loss column. So now we're trailing the Ravens a bit more than what we would really like. We're going to have to put together a lot of wins here in the last half pretty much of the season to try to get above the Ravens. But before we do that, we do have a tandem breakout on our defense. And this is Sauce Gardner. Denzel Ward plays at such a high level and always leads by example. Do you think I have that kind of impact? I can have that kind of impact. We've seen this scenario before. I believe it was earlier in the season. Challenge quarterback Sauce Gardner, an interception bonus goal, or praise Sauce Gardner, ratings boost. Let's challenge him. Don't ask me, show me. Show yourself and the rest of the league that there are no questions around what you're capable of. So Denzel Ward has earned 2,500 experience points for inspiring his teammate. But we do need to get a 2+ combined interceptions / pass deflections with Gardner against the Giants to inspire the entire defense. I think that's something he could definitely do. Let's see if he can. And it ended up being a much closer game than what it probably should have been. But we do get the victory, finally bounce back from a little bit of a mid-season slump. At the end of last episode, in a sim game, we lost to the Broncos. And then, obviously, at the beginning of this episode, we lost to the Ravens on a last-second touchdown. We finally are back in the win column, a 35-28 victory here. And it looks like a lot of points really came in that fourth quarter. Mostly for the Giants, but we're able to at least keep them at bay. In this game, Schillinger throws for 265 yards, 2 touchdowns, was not sacked a single time, and completed 65% of his passes. In the rushing department, Zeke goes over 100, averaging 4.8 a carry, but Josie Love gets a few more carries, 8 for 27, only averaging 3.4 a carry, but did get a touchdown, and Reggie Gilliam also got a touchdown. Ben Pierce, 1 rush for 2 yards. And then Paul Schillinger at a whopping 3 rushes, 2 yards. Granted, most of the quarterback rushing stats also mean sacks. Jeremy Ruckert, just like I was saying when we tried to extend him, you got to keep him around. 86 yards on 7 catches. Olave, 6 and 74. Garrett Wilson gets in the end zone on 4 catches for 47 yards. Quentin Morris, somehow our third string tight end, getting more receptions than our second string. 1 catch, 26 yards. Rayshon Holiday gets in the end zone, 3 catches, 20 yards. And Zeke gets 12 on 2. That's a better way of saying it. Defensive-wise, Sauce Gardner leads the team in tackles, but I do not see any interceptions. Tackles for loss, only 1 in this game by Jonathan Sapp. No sacks at all, so the line maybe for the Giants is really good, but everyone else not so good? Not sure. Interceptions does go to Denzel Ward. What about pass breakups? Do we keep track of those? We do, and none go to Sauce Gardner. Instead, Okudah, Togiai, and Bell. So I'm not too sure then what's going to happen for Sauce Gardner. Looks like he gave up 4 catches in this game. And Sam Sloman, despite being a low overall, continues to be performing pretty well. 2 field goals out of 2 attempts, 3 of 3 on extra points. You got me fired up heading into this week's game, and I envisioned myself having a big impact, but it just didn't happen. Don't stress too much, it'll come. Keep learning, keep improving your game, and those big plays will follow. So that is now the second time that he hasn't been able to complete his end of the tandem breakout, but good for Denzel Ward. He keeps getting extra XP. And it looks like the Eagles are coming into this game on a little bit of a losing streak. Coach, the Eagles are struggling, but sometimes a team can trip up unexpectedly by looking ahead to the next game. Any fear that this is a trap game? I'm going to say no fear. We don't need to have a smug response. Not at all. This is the NFL and everybody is a threat. We stress that week in and week out. The second you overlook an opponent is the second you make headlines for getting upset. The Eagles are struggling and all players will have a -5 break tackle, play rec, and tackle for this game. So I think that is a great opportunity to go ahead and sim, and then we will watch most of the Steelers game. Let's hope we don't fall victim to the trap game. And no trap game happening here. We put up points against the Eagles, 38-13, most of which came in the second quarter, putting up 17 before halftime. Well, in the second quarter. Technically would have been 24 points before halftime, and then cruising in the second half. Paul Schillinger throws for 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, was sacked 1 time, and completed 86% of his passes. What a day from the Rook. In the rushing department, Zeke averages 4.6 yards a carry, 91 yards on 20 carries for a touchdown. Josie Love, 34 on 8. Schillinger, 6 on 2, and 3 on 1 for Ben Pierce. Getting out there sometime. Paris Campbell also maybe got a jet sweep, only a gain of 1. In the receiving department, Chris Olave, 97 on 7, with Rayshon Holiday getting 1 touchdown, 82 on 5. Garrett Wilson, 2 touchdowns, 80 on 9. And then Jeremy Ruckert back at it again, 6 points, 64 yards, 6 catches. Zeke, 24 on 3, and then Josie Love, 1 catch for 3 yards. Over on defense, a 3-way tie here for leading tackles. Jerome Baker, Jeff Okudah, and Sam Hubbard, each with 6. And it looks like we're in the backfield a little bit more this week. 2 tackles for a loss, 1 for Hubbard and Werner. And Chase Young got 2 sacks while Hubbard got 1. In the kicking department, a bit of a busy day for Sloman. 1 field goal out of 1 attempt, 5 out of 5 on extra points. I know we expected to win that game, but like you said, everyone is a threat in this league. Someone has to lose better than us. Your entire team earns 1,000 XP. Not too bad. And on top of that, Schillinger wins Player of the Week for the AFC. Offense, at least. Really good stats. He played very well. Need to see him continue that throughout this season. Coach, your team was able to throw at will in your last game. You have to be excited about the offensive line's ability to keep the QB clean. Of course, they don't get enough credit for the job they do up front. It all starts with them, and they're a crucial part to the success of our passing game. The amount of sacks we allow against the Steelers will determine how much XP each offensive lineman earns. And on top of that, we have a breakout opportunity for Schillinger. Coach, Paul Schillinger is coming off a stellar game. Is he in the process of taking the next step? He's playing well, and I think it speaks to that. Obviously, we'd love to get that kind of performance out of him every week, and if we can, we're going to win a lot of games. That we will. Throw 1 or fewer interceptions and have 350 scrimmage yards or 4 total touchdowns with Paul Schillinger to increase his depth trait to a superstar. This is a big game. Let's jump in. And let's get this game underway. Steelers wearing their Bumblebee uniforms, and the Cincinnati Bengals here, they don't really have much of a throwback, so put on the 70s helmets and pants while rocking the white practice jersey just to try to make it look a little bit more simple. First down, though, gained on the first play for the Steelers. Another pass across the middle, wide open. This time to, is that D-Hop? Might be D-Hop, number 10 with the dreads. I'm going to assume that's D-Hop. Looks like him. Yep, it is. 2 catches, 29 yards. First 2 plays go to D-Hop. I guess I should throw in a segue then for the Cardinals franchise. If you guys haven't checked that out, I suggest you do. More traditional, we play every game. This one tipped up. Nice job by Jeff Okudah. Unfortunately, Sauce Gardner couldn't get over there to pick it off. Granted, the main thing we need to do is not allow any sacks on offense and get 350 passing yards or 4 touchdowns. That's the big thing. A victory also pretty key. We have not lost more than 1 game per episode this season. If we don't win here in this game, that'll change. On 3rd and 11, great opportunity to get off the field here for our defense. Empty set, 3 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. They're going all the way up top, complete to a wide open number 15, down to the 23. Sauce Gardner got maybe beat on that play. I don't know if that was man coverage or if we called cover 3 against an empty set, or cover 2 against an empty set. Be a run down the middle. Dalvin Cook not really getting by anyone. Quick tackle there from Jerome and Werner. Be a gain of 4. Now inside the red zone for the Steelers early on in this game. Twins receivers to either side. Will be a draw down the middle, though. Number 28, Josh Jacobs. They have a couple good running backs here. They obviously made it to the Super Bowl in Season 1 and won, so you expect them to play really well. First down gain down to the 10. And with that fresh set of downs, they have about an inch before the goal line, which they could get to for a fresh set of downs. They'll go up top, caught and quickly tackled by Sauce Gardner. Caught by Dalvin Cook down to the 5. Pretty quick drive by the seemingly look of it. Steelers haven't faced many problems. Another quick pass to the top. Dalvin Cook out at the 2. However, a goal line stand here would be great. Empty set here for the Steelers, but they do have Lamar Jackson in the backfield. No quarterback draw. Pass underneath. Quick tackle. And they got that 1 inch prior to the goal line. A fresh set of downs an inch before the goal line. Now it would definitely be a goal line stand. Both teams come out in a heavy set. One receiver out there for the Steelers, D-Hop at the bottom, but it's a run down the middle, but we eat it up. Loss of about 2 to 3 yards. Credit there goes to Hubbard. Staying out in a similar formation, except now all 3 tight ends to the top. Will be another run down the middle. Dalvin Cook will get stuffed. Is that Togiai? No, Sam Hubbard again. Normally you don't see him make too many run stops, but doing it on this drive. Down about again to that inch line. Gonna motion over their fullback to that top side of the screen. Be another rush right down the middle, and yeah, plenty of room. They got the push on that play. Dalvin Cook scores the first points of this game. And let's see if we could answer on offense. Paul Schillinger headed out with a very similar goal line formation to what the Steelers were just running. Going to motion over our tight end to that bottom side of the screen. Run down the middle. Zeke breaks first contact, breaks second, but only ends up getting 3 on the first rush of the day. Zeke needing just 239 yards to eclipse 1,000 on the season. Will be a shotgun pass here on second down, complete to Olave. Gonna need about 15 more. No, not 15, 35 more of those. Gain of 10 to Olave. Be an empty set here on first down. Quick pass to the top of the screen, and luckily the corner wasn't sitting there. Those quick tosses to the outside, those continue to be a problem for Schillinger. On second down, we'll come out 2 to 3 to the bottom, 1 up top. Looks like 3 to the bottom with Ruckert just off the line. And that's where we go. Another one of those quick stop routes. Gain of about 4. I feel like we maybe got gypped out of a yard there, but 3rd and 6, tight shotgun set. Zeke in the backfield. Schillinger will throw. Pass rush coming in, but we get it out. Zeke with plenty of room to go. Breaks 1 contact, and we'll get down to about the 45. They mark 46 as we end the first quarter. This game close, 7-0, with us still in our first possession. If you guys would like these to be bumped up to 10-minute quarters and just sim a bit more, you could definitely let me know down below. Pass across the middle, and Olave not able to hold on. We're not going to be able to have too many incompletions if we're going to get to the 350 passing yards. Or we could just have not many passing yards, but 4 touchdowns. That would work. And a great catch. Olave makes up for it this time. Near the sideline, caught at the 12, jumping backwards. Sure, that knocked the wind out of him when he hit the ground. On 1st and 10, we'll now come out with that diamond backfield. I believe that is Ruckert and Gilliam in at the quote-unquote fullback spots. We need to pass this ball out, and we do just late caught, but we're actually going to lose yardage. Would have rather had Gilliam just swat that one into the ground. So there's a -3 in the passing yardage total. 2nd and 13 at the 14. We have about 1.5 yards we could gain, or a little 1.5 yards of space before the goal line, and fumble. 20 kicks it backwards to get away from the lineman, and that's going to be a scoop and score for the Steelers, putting them up 14-0 with a made PAT. Well, it's time for us to jump in here. We're not going down easy. I'm going to run a draw on the first down play. Zeke had some room to run, but the DTs crash, and it ends up only being a gain of 1. Come out under center here, bit of play action. Try to find someone open, and I don't know about this throw. Olave not able to hold on to or get to it. Ends up being tipped and picked off by Campbell. That was definitely one of those throws that as soon as I hit the button, I was like, why did I do that? But Steelers take over with a chance to go up 3 scores, which would then mean we're definitely going to need to pass the ball, which may end up helping us. Not sure, at least in terms of maybe getting an upgrade for the dev trade of our quarterback. Still looking for a win though here, and that's going to be a first down. Lamar Jackson gain of about 14. Pass rush came in and he just took off. With that fresh set of downs now inside the 35. A heavy set here for the Steelers will be a handoff down the middle. Dalvin Cook breaks first contact against Chase Young. Gain of 5. Only 11 yards on 5 carries for Dalvin, but he does have 6 points. So there's that. Be a pass here for Lamar Jackson, who rolls around, spins around, and a wide open D-hop in the end zone will make this a 3-score difference. 21-0. Not very good. And we're going to come out here with our offense once again, help us try to get some points on the board before halftime. If we could do that and then get the ball back after halftime, we'll have a chance in this game. And that ball thrown perfectly from Schillinger. Just dropped right on into the breadbasket, as they say. Go the run here after the hurry up. Zeke gets to the outside. Nice stiff arm and out of bounds at the 29. On 1st and 10 now in plus territory. Maybe Olave deep, but we have several other of our tight ends going. Various different stages here. We were just trying to scramble around and find somewhere to go, but pass rush comes in from several different spots, and that's the 2nd sack of this game. I would say right now, does not look like our offensive line is going to get much of any sort of upgrade. Already allowing 2 sacks in the first half. Going to set up a screen pass here. Josie Love in open running room. Open territory will get us down to the 26. 3rd and 7. And on 3rd and 7, have a couple different options here. Holiday deep, a couple guys underneath. Josie Love going on a wheel route. And that one needed to come out early. But we don't get it there. 4th and 7, I think we take the sure points. Sloman out for the field goal, and it is good, 21-3. And now the Steelers have the ability to put some more points on before half. 2 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock. A quick stop here from the defense would be ideal. Pass thrown away on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll come out 1 lone receiver up top, 2 to the bottom, and plus a tight end just off the line. Kind of stacked back. Will be a pass here from Lamar across the bottom, middle, around the numbers. Pass knocked away by Sauce Gardner. Intended once again for D-Hop. 3rd and 10, tight shotgun set. Really could use the stop here. Will be a pass across the middle. Defense comes crashing in, and we will get that stop. 2-minute warning will hit. We'll have about a minute, 50 some odd seconds to get the ball into the end zone before half. And I'll come out once again here. I would like to help call the plays for the 2-minute warning, so no costly AI mistakes here. Wilson, one-hand grab, 1st down, up to the 47. We'll go into a bit of a hurry up here. Go with a bit of RPO option. We'll definitely hand that one off. Zeke powers forward for about a gain of 6, we'll call it. 2nd and 4 at the 47. A little over a minute left on the clock. Pass to the outside here. Nice job from Wilson. Caught, feet inbounds, then steps out. Stopping the clock. Now into plus territory at the 31. A minute, 10 seconds left on the clock. 2 tight ends set, both of them to the right-hand side. I'm going to go with DeGuara. No, just kidding. It was Ruckert who had the cross. Nice power through number 26 and gets close to out of bounds, but they mark him down inbounds. And now in at running back, Josie Love. Going to send him on the wheel route here. And we actually have an open receiver. That's going to be DeGuara, the tight end, with some room to run, and he's close, but not quite close enough. With about 25 seconds left on the clock, we need some passing touchdowns, so that's what we're going for here. And DeGuara will get his touchdown. Was stopped at the 1 the previous play, but not going to be stopped here. 6 points on the board for DeGuara as we narrow our deficit before half, which we should be getting the return after half too. So a great opportunity here to spark some life back into this Bengals team and help try to get us a nice push in the AFC North. And with 16 seconds left, you sure hope your defense can keep anything from happening, but Sam Hubbard injured just before halftime. Jerome Baker recovered a fumble. We have 4 seconds left. At the 32, Do we take the shot here or do we kick the field goal? I think we should take the field goal. I wasn't quite sure what it was looking like. We'll take a little bit closer. We'll call a timeout. Sam Sloman will head out onto the field. This would be a 49-yarder for the guy out of Toledo, I believe. We'll have to check that after the game, but this one is good. Right down the middle. Makes this a one-score game as we head on into half. We were down 21-0 and end up putting quite a lot of points on the board with about 4-ish minutes left in this half. We'll head in 21-13, a 8-point difference, which we'll try to make up at the beginning of the second half. And how about some actual sim action here for our offense? Let's see what they can do. Heavy tight end set will be a rush down to the bottom, a stretch, but Zeke cuts back towards the top, tackled about at the 30. Which seems like a fairly favorable spot if you ask me. Empty set here on 2nd and 5, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom, quick pass, and once again, those just way off the mark. 3rd and 5 will be a trips to the top, single receiver at the bottom, shotgun set. Quick pass. This time we will find the receiver. That's going to be Ruckert, I believe. Yes, it is down to the up to the 43. So like to keep that momentum going that we started to build at the end of the first half. Another empty set here. 3 up top, a stack of 2 to the bottom. Some okay blocking, but it did not last. Another sack by Kinlaw this time will be the 3rd of the day. On 2nd and 19, we come out with a 3 tight end heavy set with 1 lone receiver up top. I was not at all what I would call here. They will send the tight end in motion. That was I believe it's Morris. Would be a run down the middle. I do not agree with that play call. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 15. Twins up top, 1 lone receiver to the bottom under center. Give me at least 10 yards here, and I'll go for it on 4th. Schillinger, pass underneath. And there's not much there. Only a gain of 5. We got to risk it. On 4th and 10, empty set, DeGuara to that inside slot. Ruckert going on a switch route to the outside. Trying to find something open. We do have a receiver. Olave was wide open. I tried to have him throw it behind him, but it just took him straight out of bounds. Steelers will take over. And starting in pretty good territory already, and plus side of the field at the 43. They're already up 8. Defense, we need a stop here. Lamar Jackson scrambling and will not get by Jerome Baker. Will actually bring him down for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Actually, might be 3 to the bottom, 1 up top. It'll be a shotgun snap. Pass deep to the bottom and complete again, getting beat deep. This time goes to number 12, Jefferson. Is that Van Jefferson? Not quite sure. Yep, Van Jefferson, 2 catches, 45 yards, now down to the 8. Another red zone trip here, and a pass knocked away, Chase Young. They tried to set up the screen pass to Dalvin, but it did not work. 2nd and goal will now come out in a heavy set. Going to send their tight end in motion to the bottom of the screen. It will be a run down the middle for Josh Jacobs with open running room, and he'll get him down to the 1. 3rd and goal, we need a stuff here. Force the field goal. A turnover would be nice. It will be a stretch to the bottom and a great stop at the bottom by Von Bell. 4th and goal. And the field goal unit does come out. This would make it a 2-score game yet again. Snap back, kick is up. And that is good. Steelers take a 2-score lead. And I have really not been a fan of the play calls we've seen today. So it just might be a day that I come out here and run the offense a little bit more. We have a wide open Ruckert who doesn't get the feed in? Are you sure about that, Madden? I can't risk taking or possibly losing a timeout right now, so we'll just go with it. Josie Love with a run down the middle. Only a gain of 3. And I'm going to actually have Ruckert go on a delayed cross here. We'll run a little bit of play action And we are going to have a receiver open. We actually had a couple different possible receivers open, but we're going to run this and luckily fumble out of bounds, so we'll maintain possession. Really need Schillinger to hold on to that ball a bit better. We do have a couple guys here to keep an eye on. Tyrann Mathieu and Shaquille Leonard. Be a run down the middle. Josie, again, maybe a gain of 3. Gain of 1. Felt like much more than that. Maybe not much more, but more. Zeke back out on the field here. Will be a pass again on second down. Still needing some more yards for sure for Schillinger. Only 184, 1 touchdown. He needs 4 touchdowns or 350 passing yards. So, might be a big second half. We're going to find Olave complete. Now down to the 37. Running a little bit of hurry up here. We don't have a whole lot of time left in this game. Going to get Zeke out of that backfield here. Breaks Campbell's tackle forward for the first down and out of bounds. A late tackle there by Tyrann Mathieu, but no flag. 1st and 10 will come out with a heavy tight end set. Going to send Josie Love again on that wheel route. One of these times he's bound to break open. But we're going to go with DeGuara to the outside down to the 5. That gives us a 1st and goal. About 20 seconds left here in the 3rd. We need a quick touchdown, and we have a receiver open. Holiday touchdown. 2nd passing touchdown of the day for Schillinger, and that will narrow our deficit. If we kick the extra point here, it would make it a 4-point game. You might as well just go for the 2. And we'll come out with a bunch to the right. 1 lone receiver to that left-hand side. Might actually send him on a bit of a zig. Look for Holiday underneath as well. And he's open. That ball, again, not placed where I told him to throw it. We will not get the 2-point conversion. Told him to throw it to that left, well, looking at him, left shoulder, his right shoulder. But it threw it to the other side, and they'll get the pass breakup. The defense definitely started off a bit rough, but has come together as the game's gone on. We are going to count on them again here, needing a stop so we could find a way to take a lead, but they're going to get an open receiver. I believe that's their tight end down to the 38, and that's how we will end this 3rd quarter with a Hooper 1st down catch. Again, as I mentioned earlier, in this specific game, we have not lost more than 1 game an episode this season. If we can't find a way to win here in this game, it will be the first time this season that we don't win 3. Another 1st down there for Hooper, just past midfield. So I'll come out with a heavy set here, going to motion over their tight end. Should be a run down the middle if I remember this play correct from earlier. And indeed it is. Josh Jacobs down the middle, get forward for about a gain of 4. On 2nd and 6, same formation. Looks like there maybe was making an audible, maybe not. Will be a stretch to the bottom, and a nice tackle there from our rookie linebacker. Cole Lawrence, that's his name. 3rd and 4. Again, we need the stop here. Trips to the top for the Steelers. And it will be a rollout pass dropped by number 15. A flag also down. Please decline this. Please decline it. And we do decline it, but they go for it. 4th and 4. Again, trips to the top. They're trying to put this game away. Pass across the middle and caught more to the outside. Austin Hooper. I kind of want to jump in here with the defense. Haven't played too much with this defense, but when we have, it's worked out well for us. Another heavy tight end set will be a stretch to the bottom. Josh Jacobs stuffed after a gain of about 2. They mark it gain of 1. I'll take it. 2nd and 9, we'll come out with our double A-gap look here and also bring down Von Bell. He's on man coverage on Hooper, so either way, it's an advantage for us, and we're going to get a stop in the backfield. They handed it off to Cook, but Chase Young there to get the stuff. And on 3rd and 4, we'll stay out in the double A-gap, but we'll drop out to a cover 3. So we're going to try to get some guys off the edge. Chase Young couldn't win, and Austin Hooper with another huge play for the Steelers, a 1st down inside the 10. We just have not been able to stop Hooper. He just keeps getting the 1st down. Tight shotgun set here for the Steelers. Chase Young headed in and will find his sack in this game, getting about a loss of 10-ish yards maybe. On 2nd and goal, they come out empty set. We got man up on everybody. That means we should have a free rusher, and it's Chase Young, the only one who could get there in time and just a step late. 3rd and goal from 13 yards out. A forced turnover right here would be huge for the defense. 3rd and goal, empty set, trips to the right, stack to the left. Try to sit underneath some of these, and it looks like he's going to scramble. Chase Young will get the stop at the 8. 4th and goal, just under 4 minutes left. And the field goal unit is out. Right now we are down by 5 points. This will make it 8. With just shy of 3.5 minutes, we have to find our way into the end zone. Nothing else will really do very much. Gonna find Olave. Down to about midfield. They mark it just past midfield. Questionable call to go with here with a screen pass. I'm going to check out of it. They got man up on everyone. Not going to be a smart call. Again, we'll go with Olave here across the middle. We'll get a solid gain. Another first down. Going to continue to run some hurry up here, and that was not the play I wanted to call. Make another change here, another audible. See what Holiday maybe could do on the sluggo. Although they covered that very well. Schillinger is going to need to scramble, get what he can, and out of bounds to stop the clock. Give this team a little bit of a breather. 2nd and 5. We still have time to run the ball. Granted, I still want to give us some time potential on defense, maybe to get a stop, get the ball back, but a flag here definitely not going to help. And that's going to be on Corey Lindsley. So now 2nd and 13. Instead, we're on a little bit of a heavy tight end look here. We have an open tight end. This is going to be DeGuara, who will get past, no, can't quite get past number 21, but does get out of bounds at the 4. 1st and goal. Going to send Olave on a bit of that zig route. And he's going to be wide open, but the pass thrown underneath, but he fights, and the ref says touchdown. I'm going to take it. I don't know if he was actually in, but he broke the tackle after a poor throw, and we'll get in for the 3rd passing touchdown of the day. Great play there made by Olave. Breaks contact against 21 and fights through, I believe that was Campbell and Tyrann Mathieu. But we're not done there. We still need that 2-point conversion to at least tie this game up. See if we could find someone open, and we do have him, and this time he throws it where I tell him. Rayshon Holiday gets the catch. We needed to throw to that open side. If it was thrown inside, or I guess more to the outside, thrown inside is correct. Thrown to the outside would have been too close to Campbell. And I am going to play here with the defense primarily due to it being about 2 minutes left in the game. Want to make sure we use our timeouts wisely, and I don't trust the CPU's clock management. And with that tackle, we will head into the 2-minute warning. This game tied 27-27. An empty set here for the Steelers. Going to move Von Bell down to help try to guard Hooper. Send Chase Young off the edge. We'll get there, but just after the ball is thrown, end up being a gain of nothing. 3rd and 8. We won't send the blitz. We'll drop out, try to find someone, and Hooper gets the catch. Akuda almost broke that one up. But 4th and 2, we get the stop. Going to call our first timeout. In a way, we're kind of playing my own version of Play the Moments, where we're simming some, but in certain games like this, where it's a key game, and the computer's not helping us out, we're playing a good bit, and great job on punt coverage there. Josie Love not able to even take a step. But we have 1 minute, 25 seconds, 2 timeouts to win this game. And if this isn't the type of game to become a superstar quarterback, I don't know what is. We just have to find a way to get the job done. Josie Love with a nice cut. We'll get forward to about the 42. 1 minute, 15 seconds, but with the quick runoff, we lose 8 seconds, so about 1 minute left on the clock. Need to be smart here. We'll get the ball to Ruckert, but only a gain of 4. We don't need we don't need a touchdown to win the game, but we do need a touchdown to unlock the superstar Dev Olave in the end zone. Touchdown, Olave! We take a late lead with under a minute left. A beautiful pass from Schillinger. Hopefully I didn't just bust eardrums, and I hope the echo isn't too bad. But what a pass and what a catch. Olave in tight coverage, beating Tyrann Mathieu and some other guy. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Touchdown, Bengals. What a time from Schillinger to put that arm on display. That 96 throw power thrown from about, 60 some odd yards away. Perfect. But now the defense needs to get a stop. Steelers have all 3 timeouts, now down to 2. Don't want to talk too much and then end up giving up a touchdown late. Gonna send the blitz here. Want to apply as much pressure as we can to Jackson to force some errant throws just like that. 2nd and 10 at the 41, 26 seconds remain on the clock. A big rivalry game here, and there you have D-Hop deep. What did I just say? What did I just say? We can't give up any late points, and the defense with no safety in the deep middle. Running a cover 6, we should have had 3 deep safeties, or 3 deep DBs. No one was there. 19 seconds to get to about the 35. That's what we have to do if we want to make anything happen here. And it's going to be a sack on the first play. We'll call a timeout. 2nd and 20. Now back at the 15. We need something big to happen here. What about Rashawn Holiday one-on-one? Flag down. 5 seconds left. A huge mistake there by Darnay Holmes. 5 seconds. And we need something quick across the middle. But we have another open receiver, Olave, with another touchdown. This time, no time left on the clock. This game is over. Olave with 2 huge plays late in the 4th quarter. We were trying to set up the field goal, but how can you miss out on that? A wide open receiver running right down the numbers. A huge, huge game, not only for Schillinger, but Olave staking their claim in the NFL. We will get our 3rd victory and help keep us at least in 2nd, maybe move up. I'm not sure what the Ravens' record was going into this game, but a huge push late. I had to play quite a bit of that game, but we at least kept the defense simming for most of it. At the end of the game, 402 passing yards. Definitely got the 350 that we needed. Not a whole lot of rushing, but it ended up being a shootout here, and we won that shootout. What a game. Offensive line struggled a little bit, did allow some sacks, but came together late to honestly steal a game against the Steelers. And we're not sure exactly what will happen. We now have the same amount of wins as the Ravens. If they lose this week, then that could kind of shake things up as towards who's number 1 in week 14 in the AFC North, but that does help separate us from the Steelers. But the most important thing, quarterback breakout opportunity here for Paul Schillinger. Coach, another huge day for QB1, and he seems to be placing his name among the upper echelon of signal callers. And deservingly so. These things don't happen by accident. He's put the time in, worked to get better, and is only going to pay dividends in the future. Paul Schillinger is now a superstar dev. Way to go. Coach, your offensive line shut down the defense in the sacks column last week, but this week they had some trouble keeping him upright, and they definitely did. Yeah, we'll look at the film to see what happened. Obviously, the goal each week is to keep the quarterback clean, and we weren't able to do that today. They definitely weren't. 3 sacks, I know of for sure. So no XP was earned. So a bit of good there, a bit of great there, and a bit of bad at the back end with the line. But let's sim on over to the week 14. We're through all the games we were going to do this week. So next week we will get through week 14 through week 18, finish off the regular season, and hopefully what should be a playoff race. And indeed, it is a playoff race. Right now, we are projected second seed in the AFC, which means we would be playing, again, currently projected 7th seed Steelers, and which was just a fantastic game that we just played. And the Ravens currently listed at 5, so that tells me we're number 1 in the AFC North. And as you can see down in that bottom right, indeed we are. Both the Bengals, us, and the Ravens are 9-3. We have, both of us again, a 2-game lead over the Steelers, who are still in that playoff push. And next episode, we'll be starting off with another breakout opportunity, this time for a linebacker. I'm going to assume Jerome Baker. And then another tandem breakout, this time on offense. So another huge episode next week. And of course, have to end the episode showing off that superstar badge. His abilities are actually not too bad. Tight out. Passers with this ability improve the catching prowess of all tight ends who are open on pass plays. We pass to Ruckert quite often, so just should see better catches from him, as well as Duguara, who was really good in that last game against the Steelers. He also has closer. Locker room pep talks go a long way. Players with this ability can easily enter the zone in the second half, which should help us put some games out or come back as we did in this game. Very fitting for that to be the last superstar ability. But a great game for our Miami of Ohio QB1. He doesn't have the running ability that Josh Allen does, but definitely showing that he is a very similar player to Josh Allen, a guy that I would love to play with in Madden. And whenever we do, I believe the Pacific Northwest is the grouping for the states. So it would be Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and Wyoming. He could very well, Josh Allen at least, could very well be our quarterback in that. We'll have to see, but first, we got to finish off this Ohio-only challenge, and it's looking pretty good, so make sure you stick around to see if we end up winning the Super Bowl Season 3, or if we end up having another season. So hit that subscription button down below and tick that bell notification to be notified of when these videos go live. This series posted every Wednesday and Saturday. The Cardinals one that I mentioned earlier in the episode, that is posted every Monday and Thursday. So if you're interested in more of a traditional style of franchise, you definitely check that one out. What a game. We'll finish off the season next episode. Until then, we'll see you guys later. Bye.